Megan Hicks of I Run Far, and I'm here in Chamonix, France. It's the week of the 2016 UTMB. I'm with the third place finisher from last year, David Laney. Hi.
How's it going?
Good. How are you doing?
Good.
Meow.
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 Meow, meow, meow.
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 So, you come back to this race having podiumed here last year.
Yeah.
Podium of UTMB is sort of a dream finish for most people. Obviously, you must be hungrier for something more.
Yeah.
That's what brings you back.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I'm just going to ask you straight up, what do you want to do at this race this year?
Same as last year, just get around the mountain.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe a few minutes faster?
Yeah, hopefully, yeah. I mean, I think there's definitely places where I like, improve, like sections I improved on. I think I'm better on the downhills now. I'm much more comfortable with that kind of stuff, just from like practicing it for last year. So just little areas that I like felt like I struggled. My bag weighs half as much as it did last year. So like
Homing in on the gear?
Yeah, just a lot of little things that like you learn over the course of the year and from doing the race. So yeah, I'm definitely. I feel better about it. I had no idea really what I was doing last year.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of feel the same way at the same time. Like I haven't looked at the course map. Like I haven't like stressed out about things like I usually do going a race. So.
When you came to this race last year, it was your first time coming to the UTMB races. Tell me about like how you felt sort of, emotionally going into last year's race as opposed to this year's race. Is there a certain level of comfort coming back and a little bit of familiarity here, or what's going through your head that's different or the same?
I think the biggest thing that's, most races, like you go into it with that kind of like race, like, like race mentality, like it's going to be, racing the whole way. And I think this race, like, at least for myself, I think of it much more like as a battle. Like it's going to be like it's going to be a really long day. And like if you do the things the right way, then you can race at the end.
Got it.
And so that's kind of just something I thought of last year a lot, and trying to keep that same mentality during this race.
Are there people? I mean, you're going to share the course with some of the same guys as last year.
Mm-hmm.
You're also going to see some new faces that run at the front of other European ultras and stuff. Are there people or certain styles of racing we've watched from afar or run with that you'd like to sort of key off of or work with maybe?
Yeah, not really.
No.
Like there's people I'm worried about, like the guys in my house. I'm probably like I know how good they are.
Yeah.
Some of like I'm blind to kind of what the other guys have been doing, so it's sometimes that makes it a little bit easier. But I think like in a race like this, keying off someone else, like you really have to. Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
You really have to like run your own race. And, like,
do you really? I mean.
Do you really have to run your own?
Yeah.
I think so. I think that's what I did last year. Like going in last year, my expectations were pretty much zero. Like I was like, if I'm in the top 20, I'll be really happy.
Okay.
And if you kind of like, I've run plenty of races that went poorly because I ran someone else's race. So yeah, hopefully I can just do what's comfortable for the first half, and then it's really uncomfortable for the second half.
What's really uncomfortable? Make it hurt.
Yeah.
Last year was a really big year for you with trail ultra running. I mean, you had some outstanding performances at all kinds of distances and on all kinds of surfaces. Mm-hmm. You touched briefly on ways that you think you've improved on what you're going to find at UTMB. How are you a different runner this year?
Yeah, I think, racing a lot last year was like really fun, but I think in a lot of ways it didn't allow me to train the way I wanted to, like really consistently. And I think this year, like, the first Olympic trials went pretty bad, Western States went pretty bad. Hopefully we can turn things around for the third race. And, I think, like, I learned from the mistakes I made going into those races, so hopefully, I think the training's been a lot better this year, even though the racing's been not good. So hopefully that can turn around.
Yeah. Talk about your Western States just a little bit. That's the last big race that we saw
Yeah.
a couple months ago. You had bad stomach, basically.
Yeah, from like, I mean, I can deal with a bad stomach, but instead of like eating on a bad stomach, I just didn't eat. I thought like it would go away if I didn't eat. But then by mile 60, like you've eaten, I had like
Nothing.
4 jelly beans and a half a Gatorade at that point. It was
Wow.
like, you're good.
That's
like,
pretty much burned up.
Yeah, so I pretty much blocked. Tim got me from
Tim Tollison paced
yeah,
you.
from Forest Hill to the river, and then after that I just walked as much as I could.
Yeah. I mean, you looked like a herding puppy when you ran around the track. Like, I mean, you've got a form and mechanics to your running that you belong. You look like you belong on a track, but that night it looks like a really painful 300 meters. Did it take a long time to recover from that, or what happened afterwards?
Not really. I felt fine. Like, 10 days later.
Okay.
When you walk, I mean, it was like when you can recover from walking 40 miles pretty quickly.
Long hike through the woods.
Yeah, it was like a really rough day that didn't tax my body as much as other races have. Yeah.
And how about your mind? I mean, you
that's
kind
still
of put
recovering.
you kind of put okay. You
Yeah.
put your eggs into your basket of racing less frequently this year, but trying to really have these good couple races.
Yeah.
Have you bounced back from that mentally?
I mean, there's always you always have doubts going into things. But I think the biggest thing learning into that race, I moved to Tahoe. I lived on the course. I did every little thing to make it go perfectly, and it went as bad as it could have. Every year I've done it, it was the worst by 2 hours. It was nothing else really. I mean, there's a lot of things that could have gone wrong, but it went as bad as I could have expected, really. And so, to some extent, you just have to step back from that and be like, okay, this is a different race, going into it with a totally different mentality. Just kind of relax a little bit.
Really, chill out.
Yeah.
Take it more casual.
I think so, and it doesn't mean that at mile 80 when things are really bad that you're going to be more casual. It still allows you to fight really hard at that point, but I think just being a little bit more relaxed going into that, you're not mentally drained on the start line.
Yeah.
Is a big factor.
Training for Western States and training for UTMB are two different animals.
Yeah.
How have you converted those, and what have you been doing the last 2 months?
Yeah.
You just ran Trans Rockies last week.
Yeah. So my mileage is higher for this. Total hours higher, climbing's higher, intensity's a lot lower. So what did I do? I worked a running camp for a couple weeks. So I was just running a lot, but not really many workouts. Then I did Trans Rockies.
Mm-hmm.
Just a lot of long days again.
Okay.
Long days in the mountains and not
Bulk.
Yeah. Stuff I enjoy.
The starting line is going to feel a little bit different for you this year because you've got some teammates there with you.
Yeah, big time.
Have you guys strategized?
Not
talked
at all.
about working as a team?
Yeah.
Is it going to be, guns out from the go? Or?
Someone's going to have to break the ice around the dinner table tonight and see what we're going to do. I think we all have fairly different styles,
Totally.
and I hope at some point in the race where it'd be really a lot of power to have all three of us together. But everyone has to do their own thing, and we all are pretty individualistic. So we're not going to run anybody else's race.
And you're all fiercely competitive people.
Yeah, we're fairly
aren't you?
competitive. Yeah.
How's the house going to be the day after the race?
I mean, it's I think the most competitive people are able to leave that competition in the arena, and I mean, it's not always easy, but it's some of your best friends too. So it's fun.
This part of the world, this is my last question for you.
Yeah.
This part of the world is famous for its gelato and ice cream.
Yeah.
You've been here for a couple days.
Yeah.
Have you visited the
Oh,
ice cream
absolutely.
stand?
Oh,
How's
too
that
many.
going for you?
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Yeah, they know me.
They know me. Here's the skinny
Oh, the 6
talking.
boles. Okay. Zach comes in, gets the 10 boles. Yeah.
What's has been your favorite flavor?
Ooh, you know, they have unbelievable, like, flavors that, and some of them I don't even know. I just like the color. But what do they have?
A chartreuse color. Give me
Yeah,
that
they
one.
have like they have some cookie one that's really good. It's not like cookie chunks. It tastes like cookie. Yeah, there's a lot. Too many to choose from.
If you come back a little heavier than when you arrived.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You'll have done
Then
you'll have
I'll,
done gelato right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, good luck to you.
Thank you very much.
And we'll see you out there on Friday evening.
Thank you.